Welcome to video 5. We are on the last video of the week. You guys are doing so great. I'm trying to make these videos not too long so that they don't get overwhelming for you or you get super tired. I'm trying to break them down into bits and bite-sized pieces. Now, today's video is a little bit bigger and we have the weekend coming. This should be a Friday for you. So basically what I want you to think about in this video, super important to think about, is who inspires you. Inspiration is your greatest gift in this career. Inspiration, imagination, and intuition. All of these things work together. So we need to look at who inspires you. And the only way that you can know that, first of all, is let's go through history. I want you to go through the last, from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, and we're into 2020s now. I want you to go through the last 12 decades and take a look at the different makeup styles. I need you guys to write down a couple of sentences on each decade and what each decade represents. I also need you to look up makeup artists or Google makeup artists from each decade and write beside your few sentences which makeup artists from those decades seem to be inspiring you the most and maybe why. Or maybe you know no makeup artists from the past, which is very possible. I don't think I can think of any makeup artists from, the 1900 range because there was barely any makeup allowed. So take a look at how it all began, because when you look at how it began, then you'll know how it sort of transformed itself throughout history. So that's your assignment. Your assignment's going to be makeup throughout history, the different looks that were created, the different concepts, writing those down, breaking them down into 12 succinct paragraphs, and include some makeup artists that are super inspiring for you. Then finally, I want you to take a look at the last 5 years. The last 5 years of makeup artistry, the modern day. Tell me the top 10 makeup artists that are inspiring to you. Take a look at their style. Take a look at each one. Tell me in a sentence or two what you think is the reason why you're inspired by them, what moves you about those makeup artists' looks or what they've done with their career, why you want to be like them, and that will help you to determine what direction you want to take your career in, because we all need inspiration, we all need motivation, and we need people that can get us to a place that we want to get to. And I mean, how many times have actors talked about other actors, for example, that have taken them to a place where they have been so inspired by their work that they wanted to be either just like them or do something as great as what they've seen in their predecessors. So finally, I want you to tell me what your favorite decade for makeup was, and I want you to go ahead in the mirror and try and recreate one of those looks just without having any knowledge yet. We're going to be starting on skincare next week. It was all about understanding the industry, understanding signature style, understanding the future of what you want your makeup artistry to be, your career choices, and all of the above. So I hope this has been a great first week for you. I didn't want to overload you too much, but I do need you to really think seriously about who you think you might want to be as an artist and where you want to take your career from what you know right now. At least know who's inspiring you, what's inspiring you, know the makeup history, and where you want to see your career take off to. So let's get started, and thank you guys so much for joining me on this first week. I hope it was enjoyable for you. Congratulations on your start. And now we can start diving into the good, juicy technique stuff. Let's roll. See you guys on Monday.